TDS has nearly 60 unique towers, all differentiating from each other in various ways. For example, the minigunner tower is a tower focused on dealing raw DPS, while the commander focuses on boosting your fire rate instead of dealing damage like the other towers do. But what if every tower had to fend for themselves, alone in a solo hardcore game? How far could they get? To start off, we need to look at hardcore's wave structure so we can eliminate towers that are not capable because of their limitations. We can immediately ban every single tower that does not have hidden detection, flying detection, or lead detection, as they won't be able to pass the early waves. The towers that are blacked out lose no matter what. They don't have the necessary detections to pass the specific waves that introduce certain enemies. The towers that are yellow may be able to pass some waves because of their splash potential, indirectly hitting enemies the tower itself cannot detect, like Mortar being able to splash the invisibles here. The towers that are still not blacked out are capable of passing the first 14 waves. First tower I'll be trying is the Golden Crook boss. It doesn't have lead detection, but the guards it spawns are units and can collide with the leads and kill them with ram damage, theoretically letting us progress to an undetermined wave. Golden Crook boss. What happened to my camera? I think for Golden Crook boss, I probably should pick a map that is extremely lengthy so the guards have more time to spawn in. So that's why I'm going to go with Unknown Garden. So there's not really that much to do for these early waves besides just auto skip, so I'm going to turn that on. I think to maximize the amount of units that can spawn, I'm going to try to put it in this middle section here because I want the Crook boss to kill the abnormals so the units don't waste their damage on them and kill them. I need to make sure the units are alive for as long as possible so they can continue stacking up and continue walking into the leads. The legendary Pistol Goon has spawned in. These guys will single-handedly decide if I live or die. I forgot to mention that the Pistol Goon guys, they have hidden detection as well. And I'm pretty sure they also have flying. So I could actually just continue placing regular Golden Crook bosses so I can get 2 times the amount of things spawning in. It's almost time for those first wave of hiddens to come out. I'm just gonna keep getting these Crook bosses. I have faith that these guards, they're strong enough to take out the hiddens. They should be able to see them right here if they have like just enough range. Those got destroyed. This guy's only 1 live. Well, that's 5 times the amount of these guards spawning in. Each lead has, I'm pretty sure, 30. So it'll take a couple of them to collide with the leads, but as long as I just play my cards right, I should be able to get enough in time. But yeah, they shred all of those. I'm actually gonna skip to try to preserve these guys for as long as I can. The next thing I should be doing is going for level 3 Crook boss because it's these Golden Tommy Crooks, and it'll spawn more, so these leads should become less of a threat as long as I just have a good constant flow of guards spawning. But yeah, they're taking them out. There's only 3 left. I don't know how many spawn in this wave. They're slowly chipping away their health. I also picked Unknown Garden because there are breakers on this map instead of hiddens. If I was playing on Wrecked Battlefield, I run the chance of spawning mysteries, which can spawn these lead bosses right here. Getting too many of these would be a death sentence. With lead bosses, their lead armor gets chipped away, and when it's low enough, they can get killed by bullets. Now we have breakers coming out. I would think Crook boss would be strong enough to take these out. I need $2, and there you go. Now we have 2 countdowns on 1 tower. We got a Mega Slow coming in now. I'm gonna move all of these to strongest because I don't want them wasting their bullets on leads when they can't damage them. The Mega Slow does not have that much health. Level 3 Crook boss has always been very notoriously strong, so yeah, that's dead. The Tommy Goon has 125 HP normally. If I can get like a bunch of those, yeah, lead bosses should not be a problem. This is a little bit stressful. Okay, now we have shadow bosses incoming. I'm gonna upgrade these 2. Hopefully we won't lose to these. It'd be pretty disappointing if I lost to shadow bosses and not the actual like leads that I've been trying to defend myself from this entire time. Okay, that is these are all lead bosses. Yeah, that's very sad. Golden Crook boss had a decent run. It was able to get to wave 26, possibly to wave 27 if I had skipped. The original strategy I had worked fairly well, but ultimately it wasn't powerful enough to overcome the lead enemies because of the lack of lead detection. The next tower on the list is the Ace Pilot. It also does not have lead detection, but it may be strong enough to kill leads with the bombs it drops. Honestly, I don't really know what to expect for Ace Pilot. I'm gonna pick Crossroads for this one because, come on, this is like a classic Ace Pilot map, just because it pretty much sees like half of the map. Bombs away. This is going to be one of the most important stages on this tower. I don't think I'll be able to get the hidden detection stage, which is level 4. Aerial Ace gets upgraded bombs with bigger radiuses and more damage. If I can get those on wave 9 or wave 10, if I do some strategical skipping, I might be able to get the bombs to splash the hefties, which are grouped up with the invisibles. Okay, I have the level 3 ace pilot now. I just need to auto skip this wave, and maybe if luck is on my side. Okay, let's see if it is enough. I'm gonna bomb those. Don't think that's gonna be enough. Probably a better way to set it up. Attempt 1 did not work with that strategy, so I'm gonna try it again. It's wave 9 again. I'm gonna auto skip. Maybe I could set this up a little bit better than what I had last time. Okay, I think that was actually worse than last time was. You can do it with ace, and you can explain to me how you do it. I'll pin your comment or whatever. Ace pilot probably can pass wave 10. It'll take a lot of well thought out timing and placement that could take a long time to correct. So for the sake of time, I'll just put an asterisk on it. Regardless if it passed wave 10, I may not have had enough cash to upgrade it in time for wave 14's insane rush of invisibles. Let's move on to the engineer, which is designed to be a jack of all trades tower that can handle every single detection. Engineer is one of the only towers in the game to truly have all detections. It is also the only tower on this list that actually does extremely high DPS, so it might stand a chance if we get into the later waves. I know that it did recently get a buff, but will the buff actually help it? I think the best spot would be somewhere like there. Engineer is very strong by design, but it's kind of weird because it wastes a lot of its damage sometimes unless you have it on strongest. Like, these guys have 1 HP and the needles do 4 damage, so that kind of just wastes 3 damage, if that makes sense. Once I upgrade it, it'll do 6 damage and that'll one-shot everything, but the problem with that is now the sentry pretty much just doesn't do anything. The main concern I have with it is higher HP hidden enemies. I don't exactly need the sentries. I think I can really just rely on Engineer's basic damage. Once you get it to level 3, it does 15. That's half of a hero. So for new reviewers, did you know I made this skin? Basically, I beat a hard map. The developers thought that was cool, so actually keep Engineer on strongest because the sentry will continue to shoot these hefties while the Engineer works on the invisibles. I'm also gonna skip because I want to upgrade it. Okay, now we got leads coming out. Engineer should be able to make like light work of these because it's just a 2-shot. This map does have mysteries, so I'm hoping I can get it to level 4 before they come out. Yeah, I did manage to get level 4. I don't know if it'll be possible for me to get level 5 in time. Okay, right now I have it on strongest, and yeah, that's definitely enough DPS to take out a Mega Slow. But it's gonna take a lot of saving to actually be able to buy the level 5 engineer. If I can get it, then we are literally we're good. Okay, this wave may be the end. Full HP Shadow Boss versus 1 engineer, which only does 30 damage. So I think I might have to cave and buy a couple more. I probably could have survived that if I had one earlier, but the problem is I'd lose to wave 25 because I wasn't going to be able to afford the level 5. Engineer did surprisingly well. The only real issue that it has is the fact that I was around $5,000 short of getting level 5, which gives it hidden detection sentries. The last tower I'll be trying out today is the Archer, which has already proved itself to be very strong in multiple DS challenges. If there's any tower that can get to the later waves in solo hardcore, it'd be this one. Last tower we have here is the Archer. I have a lot of faith in Archer, so maybe it might be able to be strong enough, at least get us to like a good maybe wave 30 or something like that. Archer is probably one of the best early game towers in the entire game. Like, it's already killed everything. Nothing's even gotten past like right here. And now I can get it to level 2 and that just one-shots everything. This is that weird skin that has the piston on its arm that Dank said looks like that one thing from Minecraft. What is this moving?
Yo.
Ew.
Piston. Whatever.
Little piston on his arm, bro.
Like the sheep from Minecraft.
Bro. Oh, yeah.
Destroyed balloons. It destroyed the hiddens. It'll destroy the leads in like 2 shots. What more do I even have to say? Okay, we already have a max Archer for the Mega Slow, and actually I'm gonna put that on explosive. And look at just how much damage 1 arrow does to the Mega Slow. It's like 50 damage. So now I have level 4 Archer with shock and a level 5 with explosive. The level 4 Archer will group up everything, and the explosive Archer will splash everything once it gets all grouped up. And there we go, maxed it, and those are dead. I don't even think I needed to max it. They died like, very quickly. Rushers are coming out, and they kind of got far. The only wave that's kind of concerning me right now is probably the Fallen Titan. Archer can do good single target DPS. I don't know if it'll be strong enough to take out a Fallen Titan. Here is the Fallen Titan. I'm gonna keep all these on explosive and one. Actually, I think I should do all One Titan has stun immunity, so I don't think shock works on him. Maybe shock does work on him. I don't really know how that works. Archer killed that. That's interesting. Okay, maybe Archer's better than I thought it was. I'd be surprised if Archer can actually take out a full HP Gravedigger all by itself. They do give me a lot of money though, so I might be able to punch it out. They're already down 10k HP. He just did his first summon and pretty much everything got killed immediately. There's the stomp. He's stunned like half of my archers, but he's at like half HP, so this might be a little bit close, honestly. If he stomps, that may kill me, or if he summons like a bunch of these mega slows, Archer might be able to clutch it out. Wow, Archer actually was able to kill him. Maybe Archer has a chance. I didn't see that coming. Also, we have lead balloons. Archer has flying detection and it has explosive arrows, so it can take those out. I think these guys might be the start of the end. They just have a lot of health and they have a lot of defense as well. This might... Oh, what's happening? Why is it lagging? We're gonna have to move an Archer. They should be able to kill that one just barely. Yeah, they killed that one. And now we have Speedy Kings along with more Mega Slows, the Molten Titans, and the Molten Boss himself. This is doing way better than I thought Archer ever could. I think when all of them attack, they do around 2000 DPS. He's about half HP now. Start preparing to move some of my archers. I'm gonna start doing that now. They should be able to finish him off, but I kind of exhausted like a lot of my money, so I don't know if I'll be able to move them all back for wave 45. Wow, Archer actually killed the Molten Boss. I have a little bit of time to move them back, so I'm gonna try to do that quickly before the wave ends. And here they come. Speedy Kings are probably gonna boost like all of this along with this circuit. Flash does help, but I think it's just way too much for the Archer to handle. Okay, I think it's an amazing idea to skip the wave. Skipping the wave definitely will help the cause. I have like no money left either. Like there's like nothing I can do here. So in conclusion, Archer is insane.